Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. So I will link her channel below. I can't remember her name offhand, but she was showing how she used paper to make borders on her cards, and it kind of gives it a 3D, 2D effect, whatever. Anyway, and I thought maybe I would share it with you and show you how she did it. It is a bit time consuming, but that is my take on what she did. So what I did, this is just copy paper that I printed off a pattern from the internet, and then a copy free one, and or public domain, I guess. And then on the other side, I reduced it to, this was like full page, and then when I went to print, I printed, I think it was 6 sizes, 6 of them on one, which reduced it, and that's what we got, double-sided. So what she did here, and I started mine here. I started mine here to start the border so you could see how it goes, and I've used the blue because I think it shows up better. So what she did is she's got different measurements because her card size is bigger, so I had to reduce mine, and this is I believe it's 1.5 by 1/2 inch, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, half an inch by 1.5 inches. So I had to cut 10 of them. And then what you do, in order to get them pointy like that, then what you do is you take the corner and you bring it up and you match it up. It's really hard with the smaller ones, so that you get a really pointy end, and then you just squeeze it down. Then you go and flip it over and you do the same thing on the other side so that you get a pointy end, and it kind of comes out looking like that. And then we're going to put that on the bottom half, and we need to have them go up and down, up and down. So then you take your next one and you continue on again, and these being very small is really time consuming, but it does give you sort of a different view of things. Now that one I have to do another one a different way. I get confused a little bit with these different angles. So we'll do that like that, and we'll do this one like this. So I'm just going to speed through until I get them right. Speed through the rest of these, and I will be back. Okay, now what we need to do is we're going to leave a little edge there. Then we are going to make sure that our points, I haven't pressed them down with my bone folder here very well, and I'm a little worried that I'm going to shake this camera because it's in a new angle. I hope you could see that. And what you want to do is make sure that they match perfectly. The points match perfectly. Then you get the next one to match perfectly down here, point to point. Now, if you've made a mistake and you've done them all the same way, just flip it over. Flip over your little joints, and it will give you the matching, oops, that is not correct. That is not correct. I want to leave that one, so we're going to change this one. So you just change the direction of the fold. So if you've had it this way and I need to match it, and if it had been folded the other way, like this one was, this was folded this way, which I wanted that pretty flower, but unfortunately I folded it the wrong way, so now I have to use the back side of it. That's why it's good to have double-sided. I mean, that one did not match well, so I think we'll switch these two. See, when you make boo-boos on camera, and I really got to make sure that that point. And with this paper, it's so delicate. Now I'm just using, like I say, I'm just using regular paper. See how that's not pointed there at all? That is not nice. So maybe if I put it on the ground, it would be easier to get it pointy. There we are. And then we're going to match that one up here, and then we're going to match up the last one. Let me get these kind of organized. It's easier once you start gluing them together. And then if you find, once you've glued them all together, if it's like the one at my top here, I had to cut it off. So as you can see, this one needs to be the other way. So you just flip them over so that they will match. Okay, the next thing that I did, and that she did, was we're just taking tear and tape, and we're going to put two pieces. I can find the end of it. Try to do this around the camera and it's really annoying. So we'll put one at the top half and one at the bottom half. You would do a better job than this. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And we'll just take those off. And I will put it right about, now you can put it up closer depending on where you want your sediment. Okay, and then we'll do one more, and then I'll do the others off camera. So it's just a matter of putting a little piece on the edge, and you could just tear off the other excess, whatever is there. Put another piece on the other side. And what I do, see how it's over there? I'll show you what I do. We'll take it off. And I just flip it over so that it is kind of double-sided on there, or double taped. Again, take that off, and I have excess on there, so I just push it over. And now what you want to do is match these up perfectly together so that the points match. It's not perfect for me. That's because I'm doing this on an angle. So let me get the rest of them on here, where I'm going to put that one like this one like this, and this one like this. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, and for the last one, taking off the last piece of tape. And again, we want them to match. Now, I did this a little bit crooked. It's funny how the first one's always really good, but the second one doesn't turn out as well. And then you get these cute little paper borders, and then you can go along and burnish all of the sides. Now I know this looks pretty plain, but what she did was she went in with her glitter pen and touched it up just to give it a little glitter. So to glimmer it up a little bit, you could do that, or you could, you know, put something in here, stamp it, or do whatever. But I just found that this was a really interesting border. And the next thing I did was I cut out, in order to be the same as this one, I cut this one out to put here. I also cut out a circle to put here, and then I used my 1-inch circle punch to go here. And that's how we have the two, and then this is ready to be put onto a card once you do some painting and so on and so forth. So I thought maybe you would like to check out her channel. I'll have it listed below. She definitely did a lot better job than I did, and I did a better job on my first one than I did in my second one. However, you can decorate it, put a nice hello here. I do have one somewhere, but you know, you can stick that in there. I thought I would share that with you because I thought it was rather interesting. Any of these new techniques that I find that I haven't, I'd like to try them. I may or may not ever use them again, but I just like to try new techniques. You know, you can get out some, I have some gold pens here, glitter pens I could be using to decorate all around. You know, I could go around things, I could add a little shimmer here and there, and just, you know, just to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of shininess, you know, things like that. And, you know, you use your own judgment onto how much you want to put on, or how you want it to look, just to give it something of your own. Just to do something of your own would be really a fun thing to do. Anyway, give it a try and see. If you do give it a try, please let me know. I'll link her channel below because, like I say, she goes into so much more detail, and it is much more beautiful than what I've done. But I thought I would share it with you. I just thought it was kind of a fun project. I may or may not ever use it again, but I think it's just fun to try new techniques, new things, and I hope you liked the video. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.